I'm letting my parts cure by the heater. I've done them 3 or 4 days ago, sprayed them, so most of the solvent has come out, and it's cold here in Walla Walla, so I'm going to do that. But this video is not about these parts. This is my little office here when I'm working, and someone was asking me about video games. There's my Gibson. I love looking at that thing. That's a real Gibson, okay? It's not some cheap Chinese copy. That's a real one. And that is my birth year. Okay. So, some people were asking me about video games. Here's the Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition. There's Dracula Origin, and I haven't played that one yet. And here are some of the other ones I have. Quake 4, there's Fear 2, Half-Life, Myst. I played the first Myst, and this one is, I got it from somebody, and it's hard to play. Painkiller, the first one was good, and good coating on it. Prey was an excellent one. This was one I just got. Up here, I just beat it. Singularity, and that's a really good one. And since my wife is Russian, she can help me read all the Russian things on the Russian island. Chaser was done. This one was done a few years ago. This is another Russian one. This has some really great weapons in it and coating, and it works really good on the new computers. I also have Aliens vs. Predator, Jericho for the Xbox 360. I haven't played that. My son plays a lot of the Xbox anymore. Nibiru, Stalker, Painkiller, another one. I have Crisis up here, and for some reason I've got another Crisis down here. I don't know where I got them, 2 of them at. I haven't played that one too well. Doom 3 is good. I played, and it's kind of dark though. I played all the Dooms from when it first came out as shareware in the early 90s until this one, and I like the other ones kind of better. Then I've got Turok and the Adventures of Roddick, Legendary, which I didn't. A lot of these games I haven't beat. The one thing about getting older, when as a young man I'd probably play 6 or 7 hours to win them. As an older person, and I still love the games, but I only buy the best ones, is that I get frustrated when I reach an area I can't win, and I don't want to go look at the cheats, so I just quit. I just turn the game off. Here's Wolfenstein. That's an excellent game. Here is the first Dead Space, and that is absolutely brilliant coating on it. I would recommend Dead Space to anybody. Resident Evil. This one I didn't really like that much because it's all online. I don't play online at all. I like to be my own kind of warrior in the game and let my mind wander and go out and, save the world. Hellgate, this is an excellent game, even though the studios, let's see who made this. What's it called? I can't find the name on. Maybe it's Flagship. They went out of business. A lot of companies did go out of business due to fear. That's an excellent shooter. Excellent. And let's see what's down here. Oh, the Riddle of the Sphinx. Here's another one that I bought. Fallout New Vegas. I can't figure out how to play that one either. Some of these games I'll play for a minute or two, and then I will. And of course, there's my 22 shell. That all the Australian tourists have got to get some of those in case for those mean, nasty drop-down bears. And I have a video on that. And I have a kind of a mess, so I have my own little office. And here's where I do most of my work on for my motorcycles or or my videos. Then of course we have my Fender amp, and some of my things are a mess. And I have my Austrian spy jacket from my old army days. And I have a number of Gibsons, and real Gibsons and real Fender Strat Plus Deluxe and a Ultra in here. And then I have a bunch of, these are all my guitar books. Now take a look at this. You know, when I went through a guitar phase years ago, I bought a bunch of books, but if you'll notice on the bottom shelf here how much it weighs. And they're great books. And I still got a mental block on my guitar playing, but you know, come for better or worse, if I don't ever play this guitar again. And these Gibsons are absolutely beautiful. They're heavy. Whoops. They're heavy. Their tone on them is like a Lamborghini V12 at full roar. And no Strat can duplicate it. But the Strat does fit better against your body because it has a cutout back here that fits against your stomach. Unless you're holding it at your knees. But this probably weighs 3-4 pounds more than a Strat. And then on the other side, my Gibson SG, my black one, it almost feels like it's made of balsa wood because it's so light and so thin. But it has the same type of humbuckers, and it puts out the same type of high performance sound. You can't go wrong with it. If you're going to buy a guitar, it's like the guitar guy told me when I first was going to buy him. He goes, look, he goes, you're going to buy a cheap one and you're going to throw it away, and you're going to buy a good one eventually. So spend the money, go in debt, buy yourself a good one, even if you don't use it, or you come back to it and start up, you've always still got the real thing. And this one I think is about 15 years old. Now this is a reissue. This is not a 1960 burst that's $400,000. This was one that was bought at Music Machine, I think in the Tri-Cities, and it's a reissue. It's a commemorative issue. I would never spend $400,000, even if I had the money, just so I could have bragging rights to say that I had a 1959 burst. They're just not, to me, if I had a 59 burst and I was playing against Eddie Van Halen and he had a cheap Mexican Strat, the guy'd blow me away. So it's 95% player and 5% guitar. But if you ever do get a chance to buy a Gibson, a real one, and you can see how many holes there are in the truss rod cover right here. If you ever get a chance to buy a real one, I would suggest you do it. The only other one I would want is a couple of the guitars I would really like. I would like a black custom diamond head Les Paul, and then I would want, what I really want is the Eddie Van Halen EVH by Peavey, the one he has. The one that they sell has only got the laminate on the outside. If you'll notice, the one Eddie has, it has a laminate here and a laminate in the back. Just like, you can see the dust on it. It kind of sucks getting old, but oh, I just love it. I just love it. It's just a piece of art. I get up every morning, I look at it, I come and I turn the lights on, I look at it, and I just love it. You don't need a whole lot of guitars. It's quality, not quantity. So anyway, there's my video games, and I do play it. I'm a married man. I have kids. I'm not some 50-year-old guy living in my grandma's basement. I have a house, a mortgage, everything else. I just think young, and I like to pass on what knowledge I had to all these young people that don't have an older brother or don't have a father, because I know what that's like. When I was younger, my father for some reason just wasn't there. Okay, rock on.